I had this strange feeling the moment I read about Hong Kong fellowship scheme that this is going to work. In 2015, the stipend for Hong Kong fellowship awardees was around 20,000 Hong Kong dollars, and now it's around 26,000 Hong Kong dollars. Dr. Kalani Dahanayaka advised me to consider the highest ranking university. So based on that, I selected the University of Hong Kong as my first priority. I started my PhD journey in 2016. There are plenty of opportunities out there, so stay focused and don't give up. Hello everyone, I'm Nipuni Somanaratna. Welcome to my channel, Research Life. As I promised you earlier, I'm going to share my PhD experience with you. Before that, I will explain what you need to do if you are looking for a PhD opportunity in overseas. First of all, we should check for our eligibility. That means our academic qualifications should meet the requirements. When it's come to the eligibility criteria, in the countries like UK, Australia and Hong Kong, usually the requirement is an honors degree with a first or upper second class. Also, we have to obtain a minimum IELTS or TOEFL score if the targeted program is conducted in English, and if the first degree was completed in a country where English is not the first language. However, I must say different universities have different criteria, so these requirements can vary and there can be additional requirements that you have to fulfill. Okay, back to my story. I started looking for PhD scholarships in mid 2015. At that time, I had completed my first degree, BSc Honours in Quantity Surveying with a first class at University of Morato, Sri Lanka. And I was working as a temporary lecturer at the same department. By that time, I had fulfilled all the requirements which I mentioned earlier. At the same time, I developed a few research proposals as well. Then I started looking for PhD scholarships all around the world, and I got to know about Hong Kong fellowship scheme. I had this strange feeling the moment I read about Hong Kong fellowship scheme that this is going to work, because it said HKSR government, HKSR as in Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, awards more than 200 scholarships for those who are getting admissions in 8 Hong Kong universities. In addition, these universities award university scholarships if you are not selected for the fellowship scheme. So I did the math and realized that there's a possibility of getting selected. Also, the rankings of Hong Kong universities are pretty good too. And the most important factor, the monthly stipend, was really good. In 2015, the stipend for Hong Kong fellowship awardees was around 20,000 Hong Kong dollars, and now it's around 26,000 Hong Kong dollars. And university scholarship awardees got around 15,000 Hong Kong dollars in 2015, and now it's around 18,000 Hong Kong dollars. I am adding some useful links down in the description. If you want more details, go check it out. Okay, back to my story. Then what I did was I started looking for potential supervisors in the area of construction management. Only 3 Hong Kong universities have the departments or divisions that directly related to that area. So I started checking the websites of these 3 universities, their departments and started exploring potential supervisors. At that time, one of our seniors was doing PhD in Hong Kong. She's Dr. Kalani Dahanayaka, and she completed her PhD in 2018. So I contacted her and she helped me a lot. The information she provided was very useful for me to understand the entire procedure. By the time of applying, I didn't have any preference in terms of the university selection out of three shortlisted universities. So Dr. Kalani Dahanayaka advised me to consider the highest ranking university. So based on that, I selected the University of Hong Kong as my first priority. Then I found that there's a well-known Sri Lankan professor in HKU, and through him I got to know my PhD supervisor. Actually, both of them are very humble personalities and helped me a lot throughout my PhD journey. Also, I would like to remind the support and guidance received from the University of Moratuwa Building Economics family in this process. Even though I didn't qualify for the fellowship scheme, I was awarded with two other university scholarships, and I started my PhD journey in 2016. Having compared with my journey, my PhD experience with experiences of my friends regarding their search for PhD scholarships, I find mine is quite straightforward. That's why each experience, each journey is different and unique. If you are looking for scholarships, there are plenty of opportunities out there. So stay focused and don't give up. In my opinion, the best way to understand what's going on is just don't rely on a single source of information like internet. Talk to people, listen to their stories, and analyze and decide what is right for you. This is the end of my video, and I would like to know about your stories as well. So please comment below. Thank you all for staying with me. Subscribe to my channel if you like to hear more research stories. See you all with a new video. Until then, take care and stay safe.